It's Friday. Have I got suntan lotion this here now? I've got suntan lotion on myself now. It's on the hand, it's on the camera. I'm not used to warm weather. It's Friday the 12th of August, 20 past 8. And it's going to be another hot day. Another hot day. Luna's ready to go. She is ready. Just grab the last couple of stuff I need. Need a wee cable and all. Take this stuff with us. Keep the GoPro batteries going. Plenty of power. Everything's charged up and he's charged up. The laptop is running. I put it on to compress a whole pile of files for just for the sake of using it. I've got the solar panel back out again. Very high step up here last night. I put the blind down, windows up a wee bit, let the heat out. On Whitehead. Oh, look at that, the wee bollard stopping the solar panel working. You never think of them wee buggers there, would you? Yeah, I thought I had a good wee spot there for the solar panel. Wee bollard's going to block out some of the sunlight. Sun's over there now at the minute. So you know what I'm going to do. I'm going to drive the panel over here. Stop the wee bollard bugger taking on sun. And I decided to plug it under the caravan, but you don't want to be too obvious, like. See it there now. I'll sort of do it like that. Right there. Hold on, Luna. I don't want motorhome down there. Maybe as well if I just pull out a wee bit. That'll do like that. Now the thing about these oil powers, they can whenever you stop the sun going to them, it may not bring it to the voltage, so I'm going to turn off this to see what power we're getting here now this morning. The weird way of working, if you disconnect the power to them, the power drops away down. 22 watts, so easy now. I'll unplug this now, 31 watts. That might be alright for this time more. 40 watts actually is getting their power now. I'm going to unplug it to see. And you wait till it goes dead. If you plug it in right away again, it would go to half the power. If you take it out and plug it in again, half the power, and it keeps doing that. And I don't know if it does that every time it gets a shadow. Luna's terrorising the community out there. Well, why is it not lighting up now for? Huh? Let me see. 22 watts, 34, 45. Luna! Luna! So 44, 45 watts getting this 10 more. How you doing? Luna! Luna's terrorising the community. So, stop producing more than what the laptop's using. Just check what is it at, I don't know. 90%. We'll get that wee monster out now. We'll get our wee monster out. It's brilliant to go with E40 in it. How you doing?
Hello.
Luna, I'm on this way, honey. Luna! Where you going, Matt? You want to have a sniff? Why don't we have a sniff then? Come on, do you want to have a wee sniff over here? Come on, we want to go out and do this coastal path. I was ready to do a wee pee. Ah, look at that, do you see? What's this here now, look? Step somewhere. What's that? Blackhead coastal path. They've got new handrails on it as far as I can see, I don't know. That's just... I got a grand wee spot there last night. And I was going round, see in the wee bit before this one, I was going around saying about how I bought the caravan down here. And then I run into the man who sold me the caravan, ran into his daughter. But I'm walking along up that promenade. This is about 70 miles from my house, like I don't know, 70 miles, I know. Walking along the path, the guy comes walking along towards me. He says, "How are you doing, Austell?" I said, "Am I supposed to know this person?" I thought, I bought that caravan 6 years ago. He says then she watches my YouTube videos. She's seen the power plants in the car. Oh, this is doing a poo. Oh, everything's coming out here. Oh, it's handy this here, so it is. I can use one of the wee cheap bags now for this, so I can, Luna. Use one of the wee cheapies. Haven't far to go to a bin. Plus they provide free bags here too. Oh, the wee dispenser with free bags. But there's no point using a good free bag when you've got a nice cheapy bag. Now where's the nearest bun now? Where's the nearest bun? I'm just going to start, and you know what, I'm going to put her onto this sea. I'm going to chuck the ball in to get her wet. So I'm going to do the walk a lot better once she's wet. It's not too bad now, there's a nice wee air, but she's black, she absorbs the heat. Oh, Luna, don't touch me, bird. Luna, don't touch. No, don't touch. I never pull her away, I always want to see what she does. Because she goes in the bushes where I don't see her. And so far when she sees wee dead birds and stuff, she never has touched them. No, you want to go into the water? You want to go into the water? It's hard to know, that sand's very wet at the bottom. It's hard to know what's sand or mud, isn't it? But it would have been better walking down than on the beach. All algae down the bottom here. I could put you on the lead pet and just dangle you down on there, couldn't I? Oh, I tell you what's freezing here. See the wind blowing on here now, that's wee toe spot. This is going to be popular later on. I just dumped the poo and let the boys come to lift it. Is that fast service or what there? Aye. Do you want to dabble the wee toes on? Do you want to dabble the wee toes on? I don't know then. The other thing is, if she steps over there, she's down. She is down. Well, stop goes out of breath, but you know. She needs to get wet. She doesn't need to get soaked. Just a wee bit wet. You ready? On we go! But I don't want her to be shocked with falling right on. She got in the morning for shock. You know what, Luna, I will shock if you fall in there. I don't want you panicking. Nah, she loves water. But I don't want her panicking. Luna, you can go in there, Luna. That's deep. She won't go in the deep, you see. She wants to walk on. She's not a diver yet. She's around the dive, but she hasn't got there yet. We'll head on out this here anyway. We should get wee spots. Sea's calm. Whitehead reminds me of Castle Rock. It's a lot bigger, but it reminds me, it's the same, it's the opposite side of the country from Castle Rock. You've got a train station. You're very close to Belfast. Castle Rock's very close to London, but very few people in London would ever think, oh, let's go on the train and go to Castle Rock. They wouldn't think of it. You know, the drive to Donegal or something like that, and yet it's less than 20 minutes in the train. Both of them, you go around the coast road, you bypass them. Anybody doing the coast, well, let's do the coast road today for a wee run. They're going to bypass this place. You have to turn off the coast road and come down to it. Same with Castle Rock. When I was away though, we've got a car, I'm used to going to the Sunday runs. Never in Castle Rock. People like to go on a wee route, the wee line. So there's all your campers out. See, that's something I don't do there. You see where they're all together. What the size is this car park? They're all together. Now some of them are up there because they're good view. You can't deny it, that's a good view. Where is your ball, Luna? Luna, where's your ball? There. But you see up there in the corner, the wee grey panel van, he's in the corner, and the other one, that's a good spot. But you see the next couple then are too close together. They are not there because of a nice spot. They're there because the other ones are there. Too tight together. While goes in fire, they've all gone up. Not enough spacing. There's two boys in tents last night. Big bus. I was a bit dodgy him cramming in that wee corner there. Now, I suppose he's in no rush. He's probably on a 5-month tour. But by going into that wee corner, he's not blocking nobody. That's the idea. But if you want to get out in the middle of the day, it's packed. It's a bit tight. Suppose them big wheels just mint the grass, wouldn't it? It cost somewhere doing the diesel nap, so it would. And then they could be living in it. If you're actually living in it, you're not paying rates and you're not paying mortgage. Then the cost not be much higher than someone living in a high-rise flat. Probably working from the internet. I might put the wee foam cover on. Oh no, I'm going to put the wee foam cover. That's one day here now. But over here, I'll take it off again. Hasn't been on now for a while. We've got a wee cover on now. The wee cover's getting badly torn now, so it is. It's not as one-proof as it should be. It's funny, it's not like there's one-proof, it's not as screw-proof, I think. Yeah, I've never seen a wee camping thing being used in a car out in the wild before. On this way now, honey. That'd be some job there, wouldn't it? I'd like something like that in my backyard, even if I never went on it anywhere on it. It's just nice to be on it, nice and warm and all. I would take another wee bag just in case. Look, it's folk are out saying grab me, like. Come on now, Luna. Luna. Good lot of wee history this place here, you know. I can't read it all. That's a nice new sign now too. Welcome to Blackhead Path, established in 1888 with the help from the railway company. This bracing seaside, oh, it's actually bracing's a wee bit too far to go. Stroll's more like it. Enjoyed by our Victorian ancestors. Luna! Attracted day trippers and holidaymakers to the fast-growing resort of Whitehead. It's not fast-growing no more. Come on now! Today it still retains that bracing shoreline walk. Well, it's not, Bristol's a wee bit too far to go. A bit long. Take a minute to marvel at the large ice-sized boulders. Oh, I meant to bring a torch. I used the phone. Many coves, which according to local folklore, held secrets by background smugglers and all that. Meander past coastal flora, and that's all the rest. Lighthouse, 1900. Lighthouse, a beacon to passing ships since 1902. It's not that old, is it? Captivates. Yeah, I don't like things like that captivating. You know, that's just waste of time. That's poetry. If I want poetry, I'll go to the library. Modern East Antrim Borough Council committed to restoring all that, and thanks must go to everybody. You know, at the end, you know, when you end of pantomime, you have to go thank everybody. Oh, come on, when I get home, I need clapping and all day. I had to at the end of that sign there, thanking everybody now. I'm thanking the council workers for picking up the poo, and you know now, we go on too much. It's just everybody wants to get their name up, don't they? Like. I want to go down to history for something. We Willow never walked out here, far too far. Shadow walked out here, but at that time you couldn't walk out the whole way. How's Dan? So when I first came out here, I thought the walk just went up to the lighthouse. And there was a walk down the lower bit and it was fenced off. And I was tempted to do it, but I didn't do it. Went up the lighthouse and you came to a dead end. It's sort of a waste of time, like. There we turned to there, look. I had to camouflage that one. It's all spray black and all for some reason. And then after we shadow passed away and all, like, it was building this here. Must have been 1 or 2 years at this here, you know. That car park was all full up by lorries and stuff. You see them big rocks coming in the back of a lorry. And when they tip them, it's good watch them, like. Them big rocks could easily tip a lorry. You see the wee buckets in the back? You look at the size of some of them things. When you see them back on the tip of a lorry, them boys had to be careful. Empty them out. No, come on. How you doing? No. That's not like dumping gravel. The actual lorries will shake as they were dropping them out. And then the diggers and cranes and all would lift them up boulder at a time, like. They weren't just scooping them up in a shovel and dumping them. Oh, they were all lifted up one at a time and moved from here to there and all that. They had a wee bit where the lorries came in and lorries went out. And so just getting the boulders here was a hassle, like. So you couldn't walk this path then, it was closed off to the public. But you wouldn't think it. Not really that long, is it, like? But this path's now wider than it would have been. It's a wee bit too wide. We did the wee coastal path up there last night, the wee tiny one. And we met into a man called Gareth. Very interesting man, so he is. He's got his YouTube channel. and he does fast photography, slow motion and all. Brilliant, like he does. I was up there trying to get wee moss. I was chatting to him for about 20 minutes. He's only out doing a bit of shopping. See, that's what why camping's all about. It's not sitting in a tent cooking beans and sausages and getting sand in it and packing up then and leaving the place a mess. You go out, see new places, meet new people. Learn new things. A lot of steps up to this lighthouse. Before you get to the lighthouse, there's another set of steps that takes you up to some other ordinary private houses. I'm not that waste of time. But you know what it's like. You're walking along and you say, oh, I'll go up them steps. Might be a nice wee way, you know, like a wee loop. It's not. It's up the private road. And you come back down again. So we'll not be doing that today. My wee bin was broke. That wee bin wouldn't even be 2 years old. Now the boy must have locked it and the one's caught it. A wee fishy there. Some artist designed that there. A wee rusty fish. Look at loads of so far. A wee shelter. Very colourful. Well, we caught that on the way back. It is all nicely painted up. The water's very still. If she wants to get in, she can get in. It's quite a walk out here. I would say I need a mile. I should have done my walks and then I would have known. I never mind to turn it on. How far have we gone? Stick it on anyway. Stick it on. I'll put it on the front screen here, make it handy. We'll just start from here now. I don't usually use it in straight lines like, but the wren egg. Oh, so it's a rock. I see, there's a rock out there. See, locals have names for everything, haven't they? I would just call that a rock. Oh no, it's a wren's egg. Consider one of the Northern Ireland's, oh, it's the same thing again. Ice, it's the same wherever you go. You got all your ice sides that picks up these boulders, ice melts and leaves them behind. And then, but the locals didn't know that. So, but that's why they were having fun with cool and all these boys dropping rocks here and there. Ice has played a major part in shaping the terrain going back to the ice age of 20,000 years ago. A thick ice sheet that stretched southwest from Scotland covered this area and remained for 10,000 years. So very few people mention how long the ice has actually lasted. They always say it's 10,000 years ago it melted, but it started 20,000 years ago, stayed for 10,000 years. So it's roughly now, but well, halfway there now, but 10,000 years after. Whatever. The impact of the landscape was immense, and huge masses of ice, thousands of meters thick, moved across the region, eroding, reshaping, redepositing vast amounts of materials. Following this local nature phenomenon, the first signs of human life appeared around 9,000 years ago. How you doing? You can see evidence of the ice age movement right here, and this well-known local landmark. So it's well known locally. The wren's egg. It's not a robin's egg, wren's egg. There's a difference, is there? I don't know. The wren's these boulders are classic examples of glacial features called erratics. Boulders which have been transported and deposited by a glacier, and which is generally of a rock type different from the bedrock upon which it sits. The name says much about local humour, suggesting that such enormous, I don't know what you call it, rocks might come from one of Ireland's smallest birds. And biodiversity, local artwork. That's all about the wee fish. I know it's the wee fish, local artist. I'll say it's a girl. In 2013, to celebrate the coast of Whitehead, artist Kevin Killen was commissioned to create 3 sculptures. There was another 2 to come up that have been installed by the Blackhead path. The wind and the bird tree fish on a wave with shells and dolphins jumping, made from carton, C-O-R-T-E-N, self-protecting steel. That's just, I've heard stainless steel and galvanized steel. This must be a special steel. C-O-R-T-E-N. You learn something every day. Must look that up on Google now. Self-protecting steel. So that's that there. It rusts. Grand Design use it and all. So whenever it rusts, that protects the steel underneath. At the Galvin Hospital, it's time to be used everywhere, that metal. But I have noticed it does stain, you know. Yeah, I haven't look, it's crumbling down here. So it's not all hot. At the end of the day, steel, that's going to corrode. So maybe alright up on a building, up high. But if it's on the ground, it's still going to corrode. Some wood not there, when it corrodes and goes and falls. Which eliminates the need for painting by forming a stable rust-like appearance. These sculptures have been embellished. Foghorn! There's sea must out there. We have sea must just out in Larne. Must be sea must in Larne. These sculptures have been embellished with local school children's drawings of wildlife. There's sea must in Larne. Aye, foghorns go on the ships. Where's my lunatic? Where's Luna? That's going more interesting now, wee foghorn. Luna! God knows where she is now. It's the same colour as them rocks. That's over there. Luna! She's playing in the rocks there. She loves Whitehead coastal path. Look at that, she's in the water. She's dabbling wee toes in the water. Must be after the wee birdie. Come on, honey! We're going walking! How you doing?
How you doing?
Oh, there's a wee rat. There's a rat. I hope she doesn't go for the rat. Luna! 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 Up! She's after the rat. Luna! What? Okay, wee rat's still walking over there yet, boys. He's in no rush. I don't know how quick a rat. There's a bird diving down now. A rat in broad daylight in the sun. Poor thing must be starving. You've ate all the food, that's why. You're down there eating all the scraps. The poor rats have nothing left to eat. They probably searched the picnic tables. Oh, the lunatic's been here and ate everything. We're going to have to scavenge in the beach now. There you are, them famous rocks there. Suppose people have climbed them on their wings and fell off them and all, and they've become famous for that. How you doing? When we get up here now, the only thing is that boat's putting the horn on as it's coming into the port. Once it rounds the port, it'll stop, and a couple of hours before it goes on again. So by the time we get to the lighthouse, that'll be finished. But it'd be nice to be up at the lighthouse looking down and seeing a wee bit of fog and hearing the horn. That was a wee harbour there, if I remember rightly, fishermen. What the wee houses was in there. We'll explore that on the way back. Whenever it gets hot, I want to get cooled off. We'll go out now and we'll see this lighthouse and all pit. There's a wee stream there completely dried up. There's a wee bit of water on it. You want to go down and get a drink of water? That's fresh water there. That's okay, you get a wee drink of fresh water. Ah no, she's just messing about. Oh, she's blowing bubbles. Come on ahead, Pet, Mum will go now. No, there's not much of, but I find in the morning, I try to go out in the morning, and see when you go in the morning, there's no wind. I know that I put the cover in this camera's going to overheat now. There's no wind here. And then when the heat gets up, they get lying there, the sea mist comes in the draft starts. How you doing?
Alright. That's some day, hey, isn't it?
Far too warm these days, so yeah.
You think so?
It's no good for the pubs, like.
Well, it's hard to...
It's alright when you're up the coast, but once you head on, I was on line yesterday, and it's nice and cool, the sea must and all starting.
Yes.
And then I took me walk up the town. As soon as you walk away from the coast, the heat just whacks at you.
Hits you like, so that's warm.
I went into the Austell store, they had the air conditioning on.
Oh, wow.
See when you walked out,
Hits you.
you just realise just how hot it is.
It's like when you go to Spain, you get off a plane and you just go,
Ah.
through the plane doors.
Right, see you later. How you doing? And that's about the wee port. We'll do that on the way back. Because when we come back, our videos are very quick coming back. There's nothing to talk about, Luna. The sun's sort of on our face now at the minute. But it's been a while since they've been used there. Weeds is growing around them. A wee bit of breeze now. Wee bit of breeze here. And we've got quite a lot of steps to climb. Yeah, a wee bit of breeze. I cycled this last year, brought the bike with me, and she ain't going over them bumps. Like bang, bang, bang. Them wee bumps, it's quite hard on a bicycle. It's actually nicer walking it, you know, when you've got a wee fast pub. The wee boat out there, you hardly see it with a reflection. Somebody else's wee house. That's a good wee shelter there, isn't it? Doesn't look like it's been peed in. You see a lot of times they build these shelters and people pee in them. Why not leave a gap around the back and put a wee sign, PUP round here? If they're going to piss on them, they're going to piss. If you encourage them to go around the back, that will solve the problem. I can see a ship out there in the mist. Just there, it looks like a big ship. But I don't think, it's hard to know. There's a blob out there. It's just on the edge of it. So he might actually come out of the mist if he's coming down this direction. That boat's going to Belfast. So he's in the mist now, he's heading towards Belfast. So that other boat going out there, he might blow his horn when he gets out. I was thinking on Iron, the mist is out, it's off the coast of Iron, like, but all the boats are meeting there. Belfast Lock and Larne, they come to the same rendezvous point. Don't you be eating all the wee rat stuff now? So maybe that boat there, but take our time, that boat there might be blowing its horn by the time we get out. I said they're almost out of it now. How's doing?
Good morning.
I'm probably not blowing. I can see him now quite clearly, so he should be able to see down here quite clearly. But the other thing is he's in the mist. He doesn't know that boy's not in the mist. He doesn't know. So maybe until he can get physical sight so many miles, he might keep blowing the horn. This is exciting stuff here, like. I can look up Google and find out the answer, but that's always the fun. It's like a ghost ship, isn't it? I would say that's probably the Stena line there. Big funnel. It's quite a big ship. I would say it was a cruise ship. The foghorn would be going the whole way into Belfast because all the wee winds would want to have a go, wouldn't they? Can I have a go with your horn? Can I have a go with your horn? They're all wanting up. Unless it's night time and you want to sleep. There's something interesting too there. I've seen this on TV. GoPro might be showing it up. That lighthouse is still spinning. They don't stop a lighthouse spinning. I can't see it happening with that one. But if you were to stop a lighthouse from spinning, the glass acts as a magnifying glass. And when the sun hits it, it can set fire. You know when you get a magnifying glass, I did as a Wayne, used to have fun doing it. You get a wee magnifying glass and you shine it in a wee bit of grass, a wee bit of wood. You used to try and burn everything. You set things on fire with a magnifying glass. Haven't done it in a long time, you know, I must try it again. You don't want to lose these skills, like. So, because of the contours on the glass, the lighthouse will act as a magnifying glass. It could set fire to some neighbour's house. It all depends where it is, like. And they hardly shine in them houses there, because the back of it is it's all steel or else it's all brick. It's only the front half that shines out. But some lighthouses shine 360, and the sun can set fire to houses. So that one there is still spinning anyway. I can see the I don't want to see. It is sparkling away. You think that is the sunlight bouncing off it. I was trying to think, is the electric light still going? That is the sun bouncing off it and splashing at me. Yeah, no more horn now. See, you're standing here, like, you wouldn't think there was so much mist out there, would you? You can see the wee white cloud behind the boat, but you think that cloud's far away. That's low mist. I'll read these panels now. I'll do the fisherman's house on the way back. Oh, that's that. We need to do this now. There's the lighthouse now. Ah, the lighthouse up there now, look. The lighthouse at Blackhead. Funny how you got Whitehead down there and Blackhead Path. Why, I don't know, two different names. The lighthouse at Blackhead went into operation on the 1st of April 1902. Why pick April Fool's Day? And an explosive fog signal known as the fog gun was established at the same time. They don't use them anymore now. Hold on now, wee Luna Pep. How you doing?
Hi.
Building work on the lighthouse and keepers' accommodation started in the 1900s. Completed in 1902, the tower stands 16 metres high. Its lights 45 metres above the high water mark. Gee, nobody cares about all this. The small building storing the explosive, we might know about that one, for the fog signal was constructed below and away from the lighthouse. Still in existence, this store now houses electronics for the remote radar system used by the Port of Belfast to monitor and control all shipping in Belfast Lock. Hey, that's interesting, isn't it? Aye, but they kept explosives, it's still being used. Originally painted red, Blackhead Lighthouse was repainted to its present colour, white, in August 1929. Until 1965, when the explosive signal was sounded during the hours of darkness, it was accompanied by a brilliant flash of light, visible for up to 18 nautical miles. Don't know how far that is. Then in September 1965, the lighthouse was converted to electricity, greatly increasing the intensity of the light and extending its range of up to 27 miles. The fog signal was discontinued in February 1972, and in July 1975 the lighthouse's keepers were withdrawn. For a number of years a part-time attendant looked after the premises. Today the houses formerly used by the keepers are leased by the Commissioners of Irish Lights and now in use as holiday homes. See, that's the National Trust should be doing more often. They do it now a lot. The golden steps, well, it'd be golden, wouldn't they? Can't be silver. But if they do it today, it'd be platinum steps. The golden steps, around 1900, a right of way was constructed from Blackhead Path to houses and holiday homes on the hillside above the path. I went up that, I had a mistake. Made from railway sleepers, it was called the Golden Steps. Perhaps they were named after the banks of yellow gorse bushes through which the path would have been cut. Over 100 years later, this right of way still exists and is open today. Actually, I should have read this the last time before I walked up them steps. It's not them there beside us, is it? Waste of time, so it was. Just 100 metres or so from the lighthouse, close to Blackhead Path, stood one of the most admired buildings in Whitehead, Sunshine House, designed by Berkeley Dean D-E-A-N-E, Dean Wise. It opened for business in May 1903 as a temperance hotel. Over the years it was used as a cafe, tea rooms and finally as a private dwelling. It was demolished in 2011, replaced by modern houses. where you see the houses there now. But the thing you got to remember, you see this path I've just walked, this whole entire path, from where I've left Whitehead, people drive the cars on this path to get to that house. There's 2 houses out here, I think it's 2 houses out here, and because it's a public right of way, you know, originally folk would have walked, but they can drive their cars, and not only can they drive the cars, they have to drive the cars. They're the golden steps. We'll not make that mistake, Pat. Come on down this way. I done that by mistake one time. Thinking there was a wee shortcut up. Ah, you get up there, you can't get to nothing. So here's a house over here now. I think there's 2 houses here. One is very posh. But if a postman comes here now, the postman has to drive along here. If they had a milkman. But it's funny how the law works, isn't it? Because there was a hotel here originally. You see, it all depends what came first. This probably was a road to the hotel. And then later on then, they made it into a footpath. And now you think, well, why are they driving on a footpath? It's the other way around. If the hotel wasn't out here, Sunshine House, this might never have been built to begin with. So Sunshine House, I would take it down with that most modern house is. Ah, fancy one there, like. Big money spent on it. That's what they need there for the car to get out there. That'd probably be a bit extra on. That's probably a woman driver. Find it hard to get around the corner here. What happens when the 2 neighbours meet down below? Do they phone each other up? Now, if it's a holiday home, then it's not so bad. It won't be used very often. But if somebody lives in there and has to scoot for a pint of milk, with this car now, both of them, you wouldn't have a big house to get for a holiday home. But you often think people with that amount of money, do they want to look down at working class people walking past their lawn? Normally they want to be secluded, don't they? Do you want to go into the water? It's a wee bit rocky now. Oh, she wants to go on, she can go on. There's that boat coming down now. So you can take your time running across. Not big, not too bad, she'll manage. Let's see how deep it is first. We have to do a depth check. That's pretty good, you know. If I throw it out about 12 feet, it's just a bit of a depth. Look at that there, look. I'm becoming an expert in depth gauging now, so I am. See that? I've been at the coast now nearly a week. Oh, that's it. She's had enough. Stuff that, she says, too cow yet. It was her idea. I didn't put her in, like. I did not put her in. I am innocent this time. Let's get up the steps now. Her wee willow thing would not go in the water. She couldn't go in the water, the poor wee thing, a wee leg. Made life hard for her. Yeah, she's walking there long now, but what else? Oh, no, no. No, come on off the run, you're going up too far now. See, that's something I noticed there about a year ago. You see the wood claddings coming off the wall? They would have had a boy come in, landscape gardeners and architects. No. But when something goes wrong, they can't get anybody to fix it. Everybody can rip them off. Come on, give me a wee ball now, Pep. That's okay. Oh! Come on now. My sister got a new kitchen in, and my husband's not the best at doing things now, like. But so they got boys in to fit the kitchen, and they're quite happy with the kitchen. But I went down to pick up the dog, Diesel, I know what the washing machine says E. Now, the kids hadn't even been in a week. I says your washing machine saying stopped, it's got showing an error code. It's just I had noticed it. Oh, what's wrong with that now, like sisters do. And what do we do first? You see, but right, that needs to be done both ways, you know. You have to do it both ways. We're going to do it both ways. You need to see both directions. So it's saying the error code. Do you know what? Maybe we'll get the steps. No, we'll do the steps first. Oh, so we get hotter. We'll do the steps first. That's the nice bit of path there now. That's the coastal bit they restored. It's done on the cheap, like, but it gets you around. I had the error code, and she looks up the book, and block filter. But I said it's not getting water. There's no water getting to the machine. Where's the tap for the water? They hadn't a clue. Your husband turned on the kitchen tap. Oh, there's water going. I said, I bet the washing machine will have its own tap. No, it works with the main stop valve. And then, yes, that's what you get. New floor, didn't want to pull the machine out and all that. You know, you get all the hassle. Thing is, when you get somebody to do something and it's handy, you haven't got a clue how it works. And had he put the machine on himself, he'd have known. And what would happen? Somehow somebody at some time turned the water off at the wee tap. That's all it was. But before we found that out, we had to pull the machine out. That's how I found out where the tap was. I only went to walk or dog. I didn't end up wanting to fix washing machines. Now, same with that boy in that house. He's got that wood cladding on. Architects designed it. A builder's come in and done it. He probably didn't use galvanised nails, stainless steel nails. Wee nails is rusting. Well, Lynette, how you doing?
Oh, it's coming my way.
Ah, so I'll do nothing.
I'm not very good with dogs, but I know he's all right.
Aye. As long as you're not a wee Tweety bird. It's nice to run off the birds, like.
Yeah.
But we're up the steps now. Just noticed a wee gate there. They could close that off. They must close it off in bad weather. So that boy's planks of wood's fallen off. I noticed a couple of years ago there was 2 or 3 planks. They weren't off, they were loose. Had he known what to do, he could have come out and got a wee hammer and a nail and banged it on. He hasn't done it. I'm down there this year. There's a whole lot of planks coming off. He's probably still paying the mortgage of that thing. He's ringing up a quote. And you know when you get a quote, a boy will come down. He won't say bang in 5 nails. He's going to say, you know, there's something wrong with your nails there. Them's wrong nails for it. You're going to have to get them changed to stainless steel. That's going to be £5,000. The nails alone is going to cost 3,000, you know, and then all the rest. And your boy, rather than fix it, I'll leave it. Get the bit of the mortgage paid off first. He could just go and buy a wee nail and B&Q and bang it in. Even if he buys a stainless steel nails in 5 years' time, he probably doesn't have a hammer in that house. By the time he pays the gardener every week, look at the big expense he has. There was a wee stream, I think, halfway. It's going to be dried up today. Well, she's alright, and she's doing grand. I've been climbing a lot of hills this last few months. It just seems to everywhere I go there's a hill to climb. As long as it steps. You see how quick we're getting up, like? That's a good view of the Stena boat now. That's the one I was doing the fogging on. See the smoke coming out the back. I'm going to take this cover off this thing's overheating. Burning my finger. Pull it down, boys. You get around the corner, they'll probably get wind. So all new railings and all from up here too. I haven't been up here now since they've done these railings. When I came last year in the bicycle, wee water was in the caravan, didn't want to leave it too long. So I didn't walk this bit. It's not far from here to the Gobbins cliff path. So the Gobbins, the same idea, it's restored, but it's done the proper Victorian way. It's done with nice metal bridges and stuff. But you can't take a dog on it. You have to book it. I did it the once. Can't be bothered booking it. You imagine if I booked that today. And you booked it last month. Look at the heat. You couldn't leave her in the car. Big bolts to try, put a wee bit of putty on it. Stainless steel cable. Some money's worth from that, isn't it? Them big cables there, look at that there, boys. It looks beautiful, doesn't it, but the stainless steel. Look at the shine out there after a couple of years. So I'm going to walk, when we get down these steps, I'm going to walk through that up. Just, Luna, where you at? Luna! Must be wildlife in there. She's poking the nose and backing up, so she's not touching it, but she doesn't know what it is. The wee mouse thing. That's a good place for a wee bench, wouldn't it? See if you had a wee bench sitting in there. What that for a view there? Anybody in the ship spotting? That ship is near the fog bank now. I hope he gets in it. Come on, speed up, will you? Get the horn going. I can see right down into that house, living on floor now. If we had Lego bricks, you'd see them. There's nobody in it, that big room, nobody in it. But it's funny when you get a big room full of glass like that. Everybody's standing. You ever see grand designs? Oh, marvellous, look how it frames the zone and all that there. You go into a car showroom and you get the same effect. And you'd never ever go into a car showroom and stand at the window and look out, oh, look how it frames the road. Or it's kind of a waste of space, like. Very hot up here. Them rocks are scalding. Scalding. Some heat in them rocks there already. Metal bars roasting. Everything's starting to burn up here. It's like a radiator. It's like back when I said a radiator. That's what it's like. Some heat. It's not even 10 o'clock in the morning. Don't want to keep looking at my phone like this, not. A wee shady bit on there is much different. Ah, that is cool. It's not freezing, but it's cooler. See the difference a wee bit of shade makes, but see between that and that, you wouldn't believe the difference in the temperature. Feeling a bit sick today. I took my tablets yesterday. I take tablets once a week. Making me sick. Taking a wee tablet today now to help stop me making sick, but I can't take it in a couple of hours. I didn't have a cup of tea this morning. I'm going to get a wee bit of juice here to be doing. Maybe refreshments. Maybe refreshments. That's mahogany there. Some big lumps of. It looks like stainless steel. It's not shiny. That's galvanized. It's not. I don't know what that steel is. I nearly guess aluminium by the colour. It must be just steel galvanized. And brackets. These stainless steel washers and all holding on these planks. There's more been spent in these steps. The wee non-slip surface and everything. All mahogany. That's what they showed in the poster back there, the sign. And I didn't do this last year. But I'll tell you what, you can't grab onto that bed. Was there nothing to grab onto? Put your hand behind. Maybe they over-engineered this. There's concrete steps underneath. We just left the concrete. That's what happens when you get a wee grant, you see. I ain't trying to make it look all nice, but I say when you come back here in 10 years, 20 years, you'll be back on the concrete steps again. So I think what it is, these brackets run across the step to hold the handrails, and that's why they end up having to put on the wooden steps, because you couldn't get these brackets to go on the side. It's really hard to get a man on there with a drill. So it's actually a good idea putting a bracket on that way, you know. You can do that at home. Anybody wants to. I've never seen handrails put on that way before. Sitting on the steps rather than bolting on the side. You always bolt them on. And you see how these steps is built? You got wee breeze blocks walls, and then the cement and in between folds it up. Look at that wee breeze block walls when I get rid of these handrails. It's a big chunky things. Well, I imagine them brackets there are running the whole way across. Can you see? That bends there. That's not bending. That bracket runs the whole way across. I see, wee bit of engineering. Mother used to always say to me when I was away, and she used to always say even 10 years ago, why have you always question everything? Why have you always question everything? That's just what I say. Now the wind's blowing. We get a wee cover on again, do we, Luna? Right, one of the locals pit. Two wee pups down there. Nice wee size ones. Them's handy ones there off the lead. God, man, so lucky. He is so lucky. He can just walk down on his arms. The wee girl's coming on rightly. A lot of wee flies in here. They're not around me. You hear them buzzing. They're happy wee flies. They don't have to go stalking people like. I was here last year actually, and I don't know, around about this part of the country you get blood sucking flies. They come and land on you and bite the knee. And I was bit a couple of times coming up these steps. So I must keep an eye for them. We don't have them at our home. They're not down to the northwest, they're not. A wee grasshopper. I can hear him. I need to trim the hedge a wee bit here, wouldn't I? All the money spent improving this path, and look, down this single file here, you get a wee pair of hedge clippers out. That path goes away in there, like. We're on the edge. They let it go too far. They're dumping the clippings in there. There's the path was there, look. How far the hedge is out. There's the lighthouse below us now. The actual house is behind. It's a quite a big house, wasn't it, like? But suppose you had 2 or 3 boys in there, maybe 2 or 3 families in there. It's a semi-detached house, that's what it is. Semi-detached house and another house beside it. So how many shifts would you need? If you worked an 8-hour shift, 3 shifts in 24 hours, you need 3 lighthouse men. And then do they get holidays? You need a 4th one. I don't know. People go on about the price of electricity. It's a lot cheaper than hiring 3 or 4 men, I tell you. You run a light bulb. There's always the same thing there. You're not allowed down to the lighthouse. That's the entrance to the lighthouse. Hey, you know what? It doesn't say you're not allowed. Ah, look, private residents only. But you can hire them. Thing is, but if you actually hire the house, you don't see the light. You're looking at the back of it. You're not going to get into the lighthouse. There's a lighthouse up in Scotland. The boys on YouTube showed it. Look at the wee ladder they had then, look. That's the lighthouse, boys would have used that. Oh, me honey. We would have a wee steel pole there at one time. Oh, the wee seat there. Ah, that's going back to them lighthouse boys. Oh, they'll come out here for a wee smoke. I'll tell you, that's what that is there, you know. Aye. So they come out of the lighthouse over the wee ladder. They made themselves a wee seat. Aye, look at that. See how small it is. Oh, you weren't going to sit here for hours. Oh, they had work to be doing. Well, it's just enough for them to get the wee fag, the wee pipe. Wee clay pipe maybe. Ah, lighthouse boys there, we're well paid. They'll have a proper pipe. Right. They had to keep the wee seats small, or everybody about there at the same time. So a lighthouse keeper, did he stay awake at night time and sleep during the day?
Total distance 1 mile. Total time 39 minutes and 4 seconds. Split pace 39 minutes 4 seconds per mile.
I was late in putting that on. I might just reset it here now, you know. But see, it's a different path. One doesn't know how far this lighthouse is from, what do you call it? It's 1 mile here now anyway. So let's check the miles going back. It was 2.5 miles, we know it's 1.5 miles, right? No, but just like you think, if they're working night shift, they put maybe a wee window at the back there, the sun's shining now. You'd want to sleep at the back of the house, wouldn't you? You wouldn't need big windows. That's the kitchen up there, see the back of the microwave. So that is the lighthouse now itself. There's the big lens inside turning round. There's the radar thing down below now. Would that be what explosives was? That wee building? A wee building down below. And that big wall there is like a blast wall to protect the lighthouse. That's what I reckon. How you doing?
Morning, how are you?
Radar! You put this wee cover back on again, the wind blowing. When I read that sign, it said about explosives. Look at on this side. So I'm thinking this is a blast wall. And down that wee radar, that's what Belfast Harbour's using today, that's where they kept explosives. How you doing?
Morning.
Is that picking that lens up as it turns round? It does look a nice wee lighthouse, you know. It looks pretty. The wee window and all the angle, all the way the wee window's angled there, like. That's when that's where you can look straight down. You stick your head out and look down. But I think if I was to stand on top of this room here, there you are now. That's where they kept explosives. Not very grand looking, is it? Like, so they kept explosives in there for the foghorn, and that's used now by Belfast Harbour to keep an eye on the boats. It's just a wee radar station. I can hear the wind blowing around that radar. It sounds the same as a wind turbine, only not as loud. It's making the same noise. Or else it's the motor inside. But you get the wee swirling noise off it. So they must have had a wee doorway to get down in there. They weren't climbing walls. How do I get down in this here now? This here's pretty polished. Hey, look at this. Oh. I'm not the first block, I'm not the first. Look how polished that is there. Nah, it's about the same maybe. I thought maybe it's more polished, more people touching that. I'm not the only nosy one. There'll be one all in the bottom, see all the granite all around. Hey, there's a lot of it's probably concrete, you know. It looks like granite. It's hard to know. Very windy here now. So they must have just walked round the wall. Well, them barriers down now, they simply walked. They didn't have a door, they walked round it. But you see all these blast walls built around police barracks and all during the Troubles. That's how they done it years ago. They had them back then. Luna, don't be no falling off, Luna. Luna, on the path. Now you wouldn't walk down. I don't know. You're too close to this. It's dodgy, isn't it? Might be nice to be up here in the dark. You don't see that lit up. It would be worth coming out in the dark. Next time I'm here in the dark, I'm coming out here. I didn't think you'd see much. I could have come out last night, but we'll leave it to the morning, I thought. There's they're using the wooden shutters in that house. That's how the wooden shutters use. Luna! Come on, you go mad on the footpath. On the path. Luna, on the path. Luna! Footpath. The wee dog down there. It's going to fall off. There's the wooden shutters closing them top windows. Ah, handier than curtains.